Hey guys, so I wanted to do a quick video. This video goes out to all the adult children out there. More than likely, you are not the best person to talk to your parent about their future. And I just wanted to go over a couple of reasons why. And a lot of times I see families come in and they're always like, well, we need to sit down and talk to mom, or we need to sit down and talk to dad, about what we want to do as a family. But there's a couple things you have to understand. And the first is, in the dynamic of a child and a parent relationship, there usually is either trust or credibility in the relationship. And more than likely, you hold some form, of trust. And so even if you're a doctor, a lawyer, even a senior living, professional, you as their child coming in and saying, this is, what we want to do, it doesn't usually work out. They still saw you pick your nose, when you were 5. Like, even if you're a lawyer dressed up in a suit and you've been super successful, it's not to be offensive, but you're still their child. So, you can only hold one or the other. The professional that comes in that's non-biased, that, isn't within the family, they just seem to trust more about what they're saying as far as what to do and that sort of thing. So once you pressure your parent and you try to be the credible one, what ends up happening is there's some red flags that are sparked within the person. They're already a little vulnerable. They're already a little paranoid. So it can really get really, really, really strange. So bring a third party in is my whole point to this. And I'm not just talking about any third party. Bring somebody that knows what they're talking about, that, can advocate for you and your family, somebody who can explain things to you properly and that has your best interest. The second thing is verbiage. If you go to your family member and you say, hey, I want you to check out this facility, that is like red flags for the person. They're like, oh, facility, you want to lock me in some place and get rid of me and never see me again, and I'm going to be stuck here, right? That's what's going on in their mind. Not to mention, that generation doesn't really know, a majority of them don't know that facilities nowadays are like a 5-star, Ritz-Carlton. So just something that you wouldn't know, as an adult child, like certain words that professionals in the industry know not to use because they're trigger words, and it makes people think of, medical lockdown, chained to a bed type thing. Okay, it's just something that is subconscious that is triggering. So third thing is that no matter what, no matter where you are in your life, no matter how old you are, if you're the child, you're still the child. And so even if you're 70 and you're helping your 90-year-old mother, to her, a lot of the times they're not going to listen necessarily to what you say, because in their mind you're still their daughter or their son. So another thing, a lot of the times parents have a hard time admitting, when they're having trouble, because they're embarrassed. You've kind of watched them your whole life, be successful, and some of these people were pilots and doctors and all these different things, and now they, are having trouble using the bathroom or forgetting their medications. So it's really difficult for them to admit to their family members when they are having a little bit of difficulties. If a non-biased professional comes in and sits down, a lot of the times they're more willing to, they can make them feel comfortable to open up about those things, make it feel more normal. And, the parent or the loved one doesn't necessarily want to get their family worked up as well. So this is another way. Bring a third party in. I posted a little meme that just said, I can get more information in 15 minutes as a professional than the family could in a whole month. And that's the truth, because we know what questions to ask. We know how to make somebody feel comfortable. We know what words not to use, that sort of thing. So those are just a couple of things I wanted to throw out there. Once again, nobody's talking about these topics. This is basic stuff. Everybody should know, because the fact of the matter is everybody's getting older. Everybody has loved ones that are getting older. We need to know how to navigate this process, at least the basics, and partly is knowing your boundaries with your family members and your parents. So I definitely am going to keep doing more videos just to get kind of people familiar with how to start this off, you know, how to structure it and build off of that. So if you have any questions, let me know.